Hello there friends, welcome back to another episode of Generation Ochi. My name is Alan. How can a person like Tanjiro have so much empathy for everything, yet become a demon slayer? Surely his compassion is a weakness that demons will exploit. That's at least what his master Sakonji thought the first time he saw him. Well, Tanjiro walks a very fine line. He's able to see the humanity in each demon, but he's also able to destroy a threat when necessary. After all, he's seen the damage a demon can do after his own family was massacred by one. To be able to compartmentalize these two sides of each demon is remarkable, and it's something that Tanjiro does throughout the entire first season. Even as demons he's defeated fade away into ash, Tanjiro is able to grant them some peace by showing them a surprising amount of empathy and compassion. And this in turn makes the viewers look at these demons not just as monsters, but also victims. Today we'll be taking a look at the compassion that Tanjiro shows each demon. When Tanjiro enters the final selection trial, he's excited to find out that his training has prepared him well for fighting against demons. Well, at least the lesser demons that are trapped within the wisteria forest that surround Fujikasuniyama. Turns out one demon, known as the Hand Demon, has managed to survive in the final selection area for decades, and during its lifespan, it's managed to grow to an enormous size because of all of the Demon Slayer prospects it's eaten. Furthermore, this specific demon has made it his life goal to target the students of Tanjiro's master, because it was Tanjiro's master Sakonji who trapped this demon there in the first place. The Hand Demon quickly identifies Tanjiro as a student of Sakonji by the fox mask that he gives to all of his apprentices. The Hand Demon vows to kill him. He will be the 14th Sakonji apprentice to die in his multiple hands. Demons who manage to continue to grow and eat more human beings not only get larger and stronger, but they can also develop special abilities. The Hand Demon is quite a challenge for a newbie demon slayer, and he almost kills Tanjiro on multiple occasions during their battle. Tanjiro has the option to run away, but he's driven by the knowledge that if he lets this demon go, it will just continue killing other demon slayer prospects. It is ultimately Tanjiro's empathy for this Hand Demon's future victims that drives him to stand his ground. Tanjiro utilizes his water breathing technique and sense of smell to breach the defenses of the Hand Demon and manages to slice through his nape with his omnidirectional maneuvering gear. Now, most demons lose all of their humanity and most of their memories of their past life when they become infected by demon blood. But they say in the moments before a demon dies, they regain some of those memories of their original life and a bit of their humanity as well. When the Hand Demon remembers his brother, he also remembers that he was the one who ended his brother's life and ate him. As the bloodlust and magical powers from the demon blood fades from the Hand Demon, all that is left is a broken and defeated child. These aren't the tears of a demon trying to lure a warrior to a quick death. These are real tears. Tears of regret, tears of fear caused by impending death. Tanjiro doesn't hear the inner turmoil of the Hand Demon as he slowly turns into ash, but for some reason, he decides to reach out to the Hand Demon's last hand and holds it with his own. Perhaps it's because Tanjiro smelled the sad scent, but more than likely it's Tanjiro's ability to see the inner beauty and true self of every being, even something as hideous as the Hand Demon. Pretty early on in Tanjiro's Demon Slayer career, he runs into Muzan Kibusuji, the original Demon King and the source to every demon infection in Japan. Muzan is extremely difficult to find and has hidden amongst the human population for centuries and escaped the eyes of the Demon Slayer faction. The only reason Tanjiro is able to sense him at all is because he recognizes Muzan's scent from the time he attacked his house and killed most of his family. Tanjiro follows the scent to a busy street in Tokyo and is within striking range of the Demon King, but as he's about to draw his sword, Tanjiro sees a child in Muzan's arms, and then he sees his wife as well. Now, this arrangement might be a complete farce and just shows us how monstrous Muzan actually is, but Tanjiro's hesitation here because he doesn't want to hurt the Demon King in front of his family is actually what saves his life. Had Tanjiro engaged Muzan at this time, he probably would have failed to kill him and died himself. He also would have endangered countless innocent civilians in the nearby area. Shortly after encountering Muzan Kibusuji, Tanjiro is involved in a battle against two demons, Susamuru and Yahaba. Tanjiro manages to take apart the arrow demon, Yamaha, with a second form lateral water wheel attack. Yamaha spends his last moments trying to use his arrows to launch Tanjiro into orbit, which unfortunately doesn't give Tanjiro enough time to use his empathy to understand his backstory. What a missed opportunity. Meanwhile, Yamaha's partner Suzuki, the Tamari demon, is tricked into killing herself by accidentally saying the Demon King's name. It's a safety mechanism designed by Muzan the Demon King to prevent other demons from giving up his secrets and location. A giant arm emerges out of the Suzuki's body and essentially destroys her head. It's not enough to kill the demon completely, but Suzuki doesn't have enough time to regenerate before the sun rises and melts her body. Although only a small piece of her arm is left, Tanjiro, who is kneeling by, either hears or senses Suzuki as her true identity, a small child who just wants to play with her Tamari with someone. She, like the hand demon, exhibits a deep and penetrating loneliness that only makes her demise even more sad. Kyogai, the drum demon, used to be lower rank 6, one of the 12 Kazuki, who are considered the most powerful demons in existence under the command of the Demon King. Tanjiro encounters this deadly demon inside of a mansion, whose physics are controlled by Kyogai's demon blood magic. Whenever Kyogai strikes one drum, it changes the rooms in the building. Another drum changes the orientation of the floor, and a third launches an invisible strike that leaves claw marks on the floor. When Tanjiro faces Kyogai's various strikes, he's almost overwhelmed on multiple occasions, but eventually he figures out the rhythm, manages to get close enough to destroy the demon. We found out that Kyogai, even after becoming a demon, was obsessed with becoming a writer. He kept himself trapped in his own house because of his affliction and focused only on his work. Not even the demon blood inside of him could distract him from that work. For some strange reason, Kyogai even shows his writing to an unidentified man who calls his work garbage. That same individual suggests that Kyogai give up his writing and just focus on something simpler like playing the drum. And that is how that individual met his gruesome end. As Tanjiro finally closes the gap and is about to cut off Kyogai's head, he blurts out to the demon that his blood art is truly incredible. This admission stuns Kyogai right before his head gets dismembered, and so with his last breath, Kyogai doesn't try to attack or curse Tanjiro. Instead, he asks if he actually thinks his art was incredible, because ultimately, that's all he really cared about. The spider family of Natagumo Mountain is certainly an interesting group of demons. All of them look like they might belong to the same family, but it's a complete farce. All of these demons here are actually captive demons in one way or another. You see, demons rarely ever cooperate with one another and are more likely to fight over prey. Only a stronger demon can unite a group of lower demons through fear. When a large detachment of demon slayers arrive on Natagumo Mountain to fight the spider family, several of the demon slayers start acting strange and begin killing each other with their swords. This was all the work of the mother spider demon, who weaves her threads from the trees which latch onto human beings and begin to control their movements. Tanjiro manages to find the spider mother thanks to his boar buddy Inosuke, who just kind of throws him up into the air. In midair, Tanjiro lines up a killing blow on the spider mother. The spider mother sees her impending doom, and instead of trying to defend herself or escape, she opens her arms willingly so that Tanjiro can have a clean shot at her neck. Tanjiro realizes what's happening and decides to use a special form known as Blessed Rain after the drought. The attack slices through Spider Mother's neck, but it's a gentle attack, almost painless. The Spider Mother feels warmth surround her, and as her life slips away, she's filled with relief. In her last moment, she looks at Tanjiro's eyes, which are full of kindness and care, and it reminds her of someone long ago who also loved her and cared for her. And so with her last words, the Spider Mother warns Tanjiro that there is a 12 Kazuki, one of the elite demons, on this mountain. It's a warning that might have never come if Tanjiro killed the Spider Mother with rage rather than with gentle kindness. We later find out who is in charge of the Spider family. It's the youngest son, Rue, and he's a lower rank 5 Kazuki. Despite his small stature and young appearance, he's the toughest demon Tanjiro has faced so far. Luckily, the Warder Harissa arrives just in time to help out Tanjiro. He uses the 11th form, Dead Calm, to dodge Rue's many threads, and then simply slashes his head off. We see that Rue was a sick child when he was a human being. As much as he wanted to play with the other kids, he just wasn't good enough. And his parents worried greatly for his health. They took him to every doctor they could find until one day, Muzan appeared at his doorstep and offered him a cure to his disease by infecting him with blood and turning him into a demon. Rue developed a sensitivity to light and eventually started feeding on innocent beings, and that horrified his parents. And so his father attempts to kill Rue while his mother sat in the corner crying. Rue ends up killing them both. It's at this point Rue begins to yearn for a true family. He believes his own family were imposters. And so Rue develops this really rigid belief system in which parents have to do everything in their ability to keep their kids happy and safe, and older brothers and older siblings have to also do the same for their younger siblings. Rue begins to collect weaker demons and infecting them with his blood and creating his own new twisted family. But then as Rue was dying, he kind of regains some memories and he remembers his mother's last words. She was ultimately sorry that she couldn't give him a strong, healthy body. Rue then remembers his father's last words. He hadn't just come to kill him, but to die with him. You see, his father wanted to atone for Rue's first murder of a human being by taking his own life. Ultimately, both of his family really loved him. It's at this moment he finally realizes that his mother and father have cared for him the whole time and that they were a true family. And so the creation of this new Spider family wasn't just a coping mechanism because he was lonely, it also helped him forget that he slaughtered his own family. Before Rue fades away, his headless body collapses near Tanjiro, and it gives off a sense of despair so deep that it brings Tanjiro to tears. And so Tanjiro puts his hand on Rue to comfort him. Rue feels his touch and describes it as warm and gentle, like sunbeams. It reminds Rue of the love his parents once gave him, and in his last moments of consciousness, he fears he'll go to hell and he'll never see them again. But his last vision is of his parents, and they gave him their unconditional love once again. The Warder Harissa interrupts this beautiful scene by stamping on Rue's robes. He reminds Tanjiro that his empathy is wasted on him. But Tanjiro's heart is pure, and by this point he's killed several demons, and he has some experience.
醜い化け物なんかじゃない。鬼は虚しい生き物だ。悲しい生き物だ。
Too often in movies and TV shows, and also in real life, we seem to glorify the death of evil characters and bad people. But we have to realize that evil and wickedness is really just a perspective thing. There's always another side to the story. And any kind of death, even the death of a malaligned person or a criminal, can be extremely tragic if you understand where they come from. Most of the demon slayers fit this archetype hero who massacres enemies without remorse or thought. Tanjiro, however, is an actual hero we would all want. He walks this fine line of trying to preserve life at every turn, either by not killing demons, who he deems to not be a threat, or by killing demons who could potentially kill more people in the future. His enemy isn't really just demons, but it's death itself and the cruelty that humanity sometimes inflicts on one another. Tanjiro alone is able to separate the individuals from the groups they belong to. And so Tanjiro has shown us that he is the most capable decision maker in the entire Demon Slayer Corps. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video about Tanjiro. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button down below. If you guys like this, hopefully we'll do some more Demon Slayer stuff because I definitely am a huge fan. See you guys next time.